I admire him personally because of what kind of person he turned out to be after what they did to him for 27 years. I don't always agree with me. He says things that I don't agree with. He has some analyses of some of the things that were done in my presidency that I think are completely wrong. But I think if any man on earth has earned the right to speak his mind, Mandela has.
Clinton has never forgotten his first visit to South Africa. Mandela went out of his way to defend the ANC's continuing links with Castro and Gaddafi, which upset so many in America.
Those who have berated me for being loyal to our friends, literally they can go and throw themselves into a pool.
Kind of liked it. I mean, Mandela was being honest. One of the things I like about Mandela is he's tough. If you're going to be a progressive, you have to be tough, because the right is always trying to get you. They're always trying to push you around, and they always expect they can intimidate you. Nobody intimidates Mandela.
If they can just show us the bones of my child, I will be grateful. Where did they leave the bones of my child?
Trying to heal the wounds of those who'd suffered under apartheid, Mandela set up the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Victims confronted their aggressors, who in return for a full confession escaped punishment.
He did something almost historically unique with this Reconciliation Commission, which raised the prospect that people could be held accountable without being punished in a traditional sense, and that we might all be able to let go of things better and live together. This is something virtually without precedent in humanity.
And taking each of those people very near to their deaths, what kind of man is that?
He gave the people of South Africa a way to deal with the past in a way that freed them to live in the present and plan for the future. That's an extraordinary achievement after what they had gone through.
In recent years, Clinton and Mandela forged a close personal relationship. They met in New York to sign a funding agreement for their joint campaign against AIDS.
Work together and run the U.S. portion of UNAIDS Global AIDS campaign.
This is one of those deals where you call me and say, my president. I have to tell you that any conversation we ever started together where he starts by saying, my president, the rest of the conversation is he's going to ask me to do something that I will wind up doing, whether I want to do it or not.
Whoever took the lead, the two ex-presidents teamed up in South Africa to spread the AIDS message.
He has a huge impact on people who are 60 or more years younger than he is. And a lot of them feel as if he's their father or their grandfather. It's a beautiful thing to see.
You young people and every single one of us have a personal responsibility to protect ourselves. HIV doesn't just happen like getting a cold.
And his commitment is deep and personal. It's way beyond politics now. He has nothing else to prove to anybody. He's doing this because he believes it's right.
But should Mandela have done more when he was president?
Well, you know, you can ask that question of any of us about anything. All I know is that if he should have done more, he's more than made up for it since he's been out. And compared to many, many other African leaders, he's way ahead of the curve.
But Bill Clinton's warmest memory of Mandela is how he stood by his friends.
I never talked to him in 8 years, now 10, that he doesn't ask about my daughter. I never see him in a group of people where he doesn't pay more attention to the children than the other adults that are there. He never forgot that those ordinary, simple things of life are what we all care about. If he's for you, he's your friend. You know, I'll never forget him coming all the way to the White House because he wanted to stand in front of the American people and defend me. And that's what he does. He's a good friend.